What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will have the football first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays.
It's a seam wide open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. LSU quick to the line.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield. It's Denmark. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to pass, it's Carr. He's got it and still on his feet.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out, they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Takes the easy completion. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Working for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The offense changing the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now on the option. Quick toss. Turning it on. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Washington State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback to make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. It's a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Cougars will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Here comes the option. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Get it out on the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Found the seam on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. LSU right back to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 1st down from the 28. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
A strike downfield. Touchdown LSU! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a connection. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Washington State has it all working right now. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Spears. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Finds the tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Washington State going quickly. Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. On the option. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Pulled and finds his man on the left. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? The RPO, it's complete. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half, trying to pick up a first down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle. Catch in the play action fake. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Catch in the middle, it's Spears. Boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Trying to keep this drive alive. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got his man quickly. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up.
There he goes. Wide open space. Touchdown, Bayou
trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Ohio is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout those Bobcats fans will remember for some time. They're up by 17 over the Red Hawks of Miami.
They'll start this drive going to the air.
The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Fires downfield. Got his man. And the ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Wants to throw on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these segments of game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. It's a running room. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Westbrook. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
To the air on 2nd down. He fires to the left side. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. To throw, it's Carr. He's got his man. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Zings it complete to the right. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the returner will be brought down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. And the timing just a hair off.
And that's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on.
Out of space. Oh, he's got some. He smashes his way through again. He's at the touchdown LSU. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Fair catch, called for and made. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Knew where we wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. And here they come, almost all the way back. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. LSU quick to the line.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Spins away from White. He's loose down the left side. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the big tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions. Got to make sure we're aggressive. Not reckless, but aggressive.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. All down at the 31-yard line. And that's where this offense will go to work. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker on the ground.
LSU right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Makes the grab. It's Cunningham. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Boy, the defense defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in...
Unloads it downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. He'll take another shot here. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Washington State has it all working right now. Fires to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back during any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden they're back.
Touchdown, Cougar! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point.
Ernie on the Jets. He's loose. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here's drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Connection to the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. With the catch, it's Shaw. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And I know they're down by a couple of possessions, but you got to get the 1st down, and I feel like he did a good job understanding that. Scrambling for the 1st down, new set of downs, but we still got to put this thing in fast mode. We got to go as fast as we possibly can and take some shots down the field.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Illegal touchdown. Off offense.
These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Bringing it back.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cougars are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. After back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back.
Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Broncos offense will get the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard runners.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. The RPO fired complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Broncos decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. So Washington State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running...
There he goes! And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those deep...
It's a seam wide open! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Washington State ready to go with another 1st down. Unloads quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the knee. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Trying the left side. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Got a man. It's Bates. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. At midfield, he's got room. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Shaw. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gives it on the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's John. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Breaks the tackle. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Defense might bring the house here. Caught near the sticks. It's Bates. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Got him downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
He strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws for the tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that. And I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on second down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turning it on. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Broncos have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Washington State, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you.
The ball squirts free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a... Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Washington State lines up quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. Ripping through the defense. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Pressure coming. Lofts one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington State.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got his man downfield. Smashes ahead. There he goes to the right. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Boise State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Goes to the option. Oh, and he can't hold the catch and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Got it behind the line. It's John. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The offense tried to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Touchdown Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's off. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Washington State going quickly. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Hardy. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got it in the middle, it's Westbrook. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going...
Snags it down the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll go out of bounds, and he will be short on the 1st down. They'll try the run. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Broncos will call on their punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on second.
Offense, man, just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Throwing right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're good.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Fires to the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Turner. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense calls the timeout to put together his strategy. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got a man in the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to throw it again. Now adjusting. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. The defense making a play to put an exclamation. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide and a season of promise. Welcome to the Palouse, home in Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Golden Bears will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington State's offense will have the first possession of the game. It will be a priority to get the passing game up and going, something they really didn't do with one of their biggest weapons last week, David.
Yeah, and last week he just wasn't a big part of the game plan. And I would expect if you want to get explosive plays going and you want to get this offense in a good spot, Jesse, you're going to find this guy on the outside. He can turn matchups into nightmares for the defenses. I think he'll be used early and often this week.
Yeah, so if I'm the quarterback, I want to get him going early, right? And maybe I'm calling some easy throws, some hitch routes, some slants. Just get him touches, get the juju going, get the focus and the rhythm in, locked in early in this one to make him a bigger part of our game plan today.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Shaw. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Might be changing the route. On third down, he drops to throw. Plucks it out of the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Washington State lines up quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Fires it down the seam. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
They'll take over first and 10.
Back to throw, it's Blake. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Bell. At the 35, he's loose. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Cal! He got a a step and just dusted the field. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. And they can't make the connection.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington State going quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're
wide open spaces.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over first and 10. Let's go.
Dropping back, it's Blake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Back to work after the break, and it is third down. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt, looking for daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Makes the catch, it's Westbrook. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The offense has it first and 10 from the 42. Wants to throw on first down. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Pulls it in. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Spears. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Washington State has it in the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a third and long. Looking to throw again. Working that left side now. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Washington State lines up quickly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Looking to throw, it's Blake. Quick strike complete. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He'll pull it on the read. That's a live ball. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the ground, it's Shaw. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. And it's right down the boulevard. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. Flying out to the left. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cougars are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The punt team makes its way. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. He'll get rid of it. And they pull it off. He's got it for the first down.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you've got to have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, their nice accurate throw, picking up the first down and keep this drive alive.
The give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He may keep that rush honest after completing a pass earlier. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Blake. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wide open downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Washington State.
And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Lanier. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Off play action on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Golden Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
To the air. It's Blake. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Cal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Golden Bears need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. To the air, it's Blake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Unloads to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. The Golden Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Back to throw, it's Blake. Unloads to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up 14 over Clemson. This could easily be a preview of the playoff, and we promise to keep you posted throughout, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Cougars want to crank the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Golden Bears. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
He'll bring it out. It's y'all. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Bringing the heat. And they swarm him under. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Shaw. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Washington State going back to work on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense wants to bring the heat. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Blake. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
38, Washington State, 3.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. And it's